Yo, what's up, guys? This is Nhl from Daily Fantasy Archive. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, press this bell notification button to be notified every time I upload so you never miss anything, never miss any advice. And let's smash the like button for a nice fire lineup last night. Everybody cashed. I'll show the lineup from last night right now. Last night, some guys cashed. A lot of guys you can see right here, they cashed. And let me show the line. It cashed with all the lines I posted last night. Cashed, I'm pretty sure, every line that I made up. The main in the video hit 148.2. I had a line hit 161.8, and I also had a late night hit 104.8. So every line cashed. The DraftKings was also fire. The main hit 42.70, and the late hit 29.70. So both of these lines cashed. And the basketball also cashed in 50-50s that I posted on my Twitter, 294.2. And today, the earlier slate that I made for hockey it was at 178.9, but it ended up hitting 195.4, so that was insane. And the DraftKings ended up finishing up with, let me see what it was now, ended up finishing with 37.60 actually, because Wierenski's assist wasn't totaled in after, so it's 37.60. So that cashed in all tournaments and in 50-50s. And the line that I made completely killed every slate. It won everything, literally. 195.4 killed everything. So anyway, let's get into today's slate. The first goalie that I'm going to be looking at taking in the main slate today is Jake Allen. Costs 8.7K. High Vegas odds to win tonight. St. Louis is 17-17-1 on the road. Arizona is 16-15-3 on home ice. And Allen has been on fire since the All-Star break. If you look at his game logs, and if St. Louis are going to make the playoffs and make a playoff push like they need to, they need these big, huge 2 points tonight. Arizona is only getting 2.37 goals per game, which is very low. St. Louis should be able to kill them tonight easy. And they're on and Arizona's on a back-to-back. I'm pretty sure. They played last night, didn't they? Gonna have to check that. I'm pretty sure they did. Anyways, another goalie pick that I would look at. This is gonna be the most chalk play. If you're making your 50-50, your cash lineups, you're gonna want to take Cam Talbot. He costs 8.6K. Highest Vegas odds to win tonight. Vancouver has lost 5 in a row and 7 of their last 10, and he's won his last game against Vancouver, and Edmonton is 18-12-1 on home ice, and Vancouver 10-20-1, and Edmonton is also way better than Vancouver in every category besides face-offs. As you can see from Vegas odds, they're the highest favorite to win tonight, -275. Vancouver's 0-4 in their last 4 games on 0 days of rest, and they're 1-8 in their last 9 after scoring 2 goals or less in their previous game. And Edmonton is 12-4 and 3 against their division, which Vancouver is in, so this should be an easy win for Cam Talbot. He will be the shock play tonight. He will be the most picked goalie tonight. Another goalie that I would look at would be Devin Dubnyk. Second highest Vegas odds to win tonight. Minnesota's 23-9-1 on home ice, and the Rangers are 25-9 on the road. Minnesota is better than Rangers in every category besides discipline. Dubnyk plays way better on home ice, and the home team is also 5-2 in this series, in this last 7 games in this series between these two teams. The first center that I'm going to be looking at is Connor McDavid. He will be the chalk play tonight at center. He's in the game with the highest Vegas odds to win. He has 12 points in his last 10 games with 33 shots, so a very safe floor. Has 83 points in 72 games, so more than a point a game. And he's tied for first in points this year right now with Brad Marchand. And in his last 2 games, he has 2 goals against them, and he's averaging 19.30 in his last 2 game blowouts. And Vancouver is bottom 4 in fantasy points per game given up to centers. So it should be some high upside. He should be able to kill Vancouver tonight. Edmonton on home ice, I can see him killing them. Another center I'm going to be looking at after taking some big guys that I'm going to be taking tonight, I'm going to have to take Nick Schmaltz. He's just too cheap, 4K on the first line. High Vegas odds to win. Chicago's 22-11-1 and on the road, and Toronto's 17-10-2 on home ice. Nick Schmaltz has 10 points in his last 10 games, and he's very cheap for his high upside playing on this first Chicago line. He's also on the second line power play, and the game total's at 5.5, and Chicago should easily win this game against Toronto. Another winger that I would look at would be Eric Stahl. I would have a look at. He's in a high Vegas odds to win tonight in a 5.5 total game. He only costs us 5.7K, so a nice cheap price tag. He's on the second line and first line power play, and the Rangers are giving up 9.4 shots a game to centers, and he has 8 points in his last 10 games, and has been taking a lot of shots, so his floor is very safe, should be safe for cash games. In his last games against the Rangers, he had 2 assists also in his last game. Some value plays that I'm going to be looking at is Berglund. You want to take a look at Berglund tonight. He's on the second line. Victor Rask costs 4.5K. He's on the second line. Another good value play tonight. Point is on the first line against Washington. It's going to be a harder matchup game, but you know the upside that he could have. We took him the other night, and he dropped 30 bombs for us, 30 points. And Ron Nugent-Hopkins would also be another good play for value. He's on the second line. This should be an easy game, like I said, for Edmonton to kill Vancouver. I can see some high upside from him. He's been playing very well lately if you check his game logs. So let's move right into the wingers. First winger I'm going to be locking in is definitely Patrick Kane. He's on the first line in a favorable matchup against Toronto. He's on the first line power play. He's in a 5.5 total game. He's on a 4-game point streak and has been on fire since the All-Star break with 16 goals and 12 assists in his last 18 games. With the Leafs playing at the fastest pace in the NHL, this is a very favorable game for Patrick Kane. He likes playing at a fast pace. He should easily kill it tonight. Some high upside in him. He has 17 points in his last 10 games with 41 shots, so his floor is very safe for cash games and very high ceiling for GPP. And he had an assist last time he played the Leafs. Another winger that I'm going to be locking in is Victor Arvidsson. Costs 6.6K. He's playing Carolina. Vegas favors to win tonight. He's in a 5.5 total game on the first line. He's on the first line power play. He also has 10 points in his last 10 games. And he's been on fire all throughout the 2017 part of the season. And Vegas has them at winning at -135, so it should be an easy win in a 5.5 total game. Victor Arvidsson should easily have some upside and get a goal or an assist tonight at least. Another winger that I would look at, if I'm not taking one of these big guys like Connor McDavid or Patrick Kane, if you want to pay up more for the wingers, would be Tarasenko. High Vegas favors to win tonight. He costs 8.2K. He's on the first line power play. And Arizona is the worst team in the league for giving up fantasy points to right wingers, so this is a very favorable matchup for Tarasenko. He has 7 points in his last 10 games with 35 shots, so he's a nice safe floor for cash games. And he's averaging about 16.16 in his last 18 favorable games, so this should be an easy win for St. Louis tonight, and a -160 for Tarasenko to get some high upside. Some other value plays that I'm going to be looking at tonight is Charlie Coyle. He's on the second line, favorable matchup. He should be able to get an assist or a point tonight. Should easily hit value for you guys, only costing 2.9K. Maroon could almost be a lock in all your plays. He's on the first line playing with Connor McDavid. If you don't want to play for Connor McDavid, you're going to have to pay for one of these guys on his line. Connor McDavid is going to kill it tonight. Trust me, guys. John Hayden. This guy is on the second line. He has some crazy high upside. He's playing with, I think it's Panic and Taze right now. Some crazy high upside. If you want a cheap player on Chicago playing Toronto tonight, you could easily look at John Hayden. Granlund, he's on the first line. He's playing Edmonton. Edmonton is not that good in net on defensively. Cam Thomas has been pretty good, but Vancouver has been known to score some sneaky, weird goals lately. So Granlund is an easy way to get exposure. Only costing 4.1. Playing with both the Sedins and on the first line power play, I'm pretty sure he's on. But the two wingers I'm going to be looking at to put into this lineup that I will be using, you guys want to make sure that you don't need to use this line 100% that I'm putting in the videos. Make sure that you, if you feel like a player's in a safer spot or in a better matchup, you change around the players, because this can help you and it can make you win an extra few dollars, you know what I mean, at the end of the night. But the players that I'm breaking down is just a good player pool for you to essentially look at. Paul Byron, he's really a punt player tonight. He's on the second line. I'm hoping that he can really put up a point tonight. He's been playing very well lately. If you check his game logs, he's been on fire on his second line, and Montreal usually has some weirder players scoring on their team. Paul Barnard has been very good this season. Back to the Chicago-Toronto game. I'm locking in Richard Panik. He's on the second line. I've been picking him all year. He's been on fire. Been playing great for me all year. Been making me lots of money. You're going to want exposure, like I said, to this Chicago game, and this is the easy way if you don't want to be paying for these higher guys like Taves or Kane. You're going to want to get in one of these guys. Either Nick Schmaltz or Panik. You got to have one of these guys tonight. On defense, one player that I would be looking at would be Alex Pietrangelo. He's on the first line power play. He has 8 points in his last 10 games and should have some very high upside tonight with big favorites to win tonight. Another punt play that if you're looking for some nice value on defense would be Cody Ceci, cost 3.5K. I picked him a few times lately. He has been playing very good. He's on the second line, has 4 points in his last 10 games, and his nice exposure to it's a nice way to get some a little bit of exposure to Ottawa's crazy offense, and their defense has been getting in a lot of goals also too lately. So it's a good way to get some exposure to this Ottawa game. Some value plays on defense would be Brady Sajij. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. He's on the third line. Some nice value play at 4.2. He's been on fire lately. Slavin, you guys all know how well he's been playing. He's on the first line power play. Been tearing it up lately. Playing a bit of a tougher matchup against Nashville, but he should have some nice upside tonight. He should be able to hit your value, at least what you're looking for. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, he's on the first line. He's playing a tougher team against St. Louis, but first line power play. He's been playing very well lately. He's only cost 4.3K. He's a nice value play. The defense that I'll be locking in, though, will be Ron Ellis. I want to go back to this Carolina game. Nashville should easily kill Carolina tonight. I can see this being an easy win for them. Another player that you want to look at would be Johnny Elduya. Played very well with Chicago last season. When he won the cup, he's won the cup with Chicago. He's been playing very well since he's been traded over to Chicago. I can see him having some a good game tonight, only costing 3.2K. He's a nice value play. You guys definitely want to take a look at him if you're running into some money troubles. And the last defense that I'm going to be looking at, locking into this lineup that I will be running, with some other lineups that we will be running, is Oscar Klefbom. He's on the first line power play. He has some crazy high upside, playing with McDavid on that first line power play. He easily should pay off his value just alone on the power play tonight. And if you don't want to pay for McDavid, this is the easy way to get exposure to this Edmonton game that I'm pretty sure is going to be a nice high-scoring game right now, and they're projected to win. So that's one of the lineups that I will be running tonight. I will update you guys on Twitter if anything changes in the lineup. This is a better cash 50-50 double-up GPP play. You could run it in GPPs at your own risk. This should have some high upside, some really big scorers here in this lineup. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and notification bell button to be notified every time I upload. Smash that like button. Leave some feedback. I appreciate you guys' support. I love the way you guys have been supporting me lately. And follow us on Twitter at DFS_archive so you never miss any updates.